Hey guys, welcome to episode number 339. Today is Monday, so it's Update Monday, and I wanted to give you guys an update on the 2-barrel turtle filter for the 300-gallon stock tank. It is now operational. I just put the finishing touches on it last night. There's one or two slight modifications that I want to make, and I'll walk through those sort of as we get there. But because it is running, I wanted to basically walk through the entire system, explain how it works, the design decisions that I made, and maybe get your feedback in case you can think of a better way to do it. So down here we have the 300-gallon stock tank, turtle tank, right, doing well, and we have a submersible pump, which is located right there. This ball valve is a bypass to allow some of the pressure to just re-enter the tank and create a little bit of current. If I want more flow into my barrel, I can shut this a little bit. If I want less flow, I can open it, so I can kind of fine-tune the flow. And then we have a second ball valve, which allows the rest of that water to shoot up this braided nylon hose and then enter what is my media barrel for mechanical filtration. And as you can see, everything is attached basically as well as it can be with pipe clamps. We've got thread tape, and everything is PVC welded together, so there's no chance of anything leaking here. And this line goes down another elbow there, and then through a 1-inch uniseal into my 5-gallon bucket. And then I've got my 45-degree elbow there, and that water then spins around in a circle, and that is my swirl filter. As you can see, this has been operational for about 24 hours, and you can see there are some solids down there in the bottom. Not a whole lot, and I think that's because my flow is a little bit too high, so I will adjust that. But as you can see right now, the water is just kind of spilling over the lip there, and what's happening is I think the water is moving a little too fast in here, and as those particles come back around that elbow again, some of them get kicked up and then they spill over the top of this instead of settling down to the bottom like they should. So I will adjust the flow on this and get it kind of fine-tuned to make sure that a lot of those big particles land on the bottom there, and then the rest spill over into the rest of the barrel. One modification that I do want to make on this barrel, I haven't done it yet. I actually ordered another uniseal. I ordered a 2-inch uniseal, and I figured if I cut a hole in the side of this barrel and allowed like a surface skim elbow right here in the middle, I could get a lot of that liquid, the water, to go through that 2-inch elbow and then out the side instead of spilling over the top. I'm not sure if that's going to make any difference or not. If you guys have any opinions or other videos that you've seen on swirl filters, especially like a 5-gallon sort of swirl filter, I'd love to see it, because I do know that this needs to be modified a little bit further to make it more efficient. But for right now, this is what we've got, and for right now it's spilling over the side into the right side of this barrel. And then what happens is that water has to pass through 3 layers of Metalla filter material. Now, this stuff is made for ponds, and we've got 3 different colors. We've got black, which is very coarse, green, which is sort of in the middle, and then blue, which is much finer. And this is sort of situated top to bottom here, so you can see they go all the way down to the bottom into the abyss down there. And basically what that does is it creates a giant surface area for any particles that do end up on this side to have to slowly pass through all 3 of these pieces of filter media before it can enter our biologic media chamber. So a lot of particles are just going to get caught up in this material and slow down and fall out instead of staying in suspension. And that's especially true because essentially we have an amount of water coming into this side equal to this 1-inch line. And then if you take that amount of water and you divide it by the surface area that we have here, moving through to this side is much slower than the water that's kind of traveling through that 1-inch fitting there. So that has actually allowed quite a bit of sediment. If you can see down there in the bottom, it's not going to focus, but there's quite a bit of sediment that's actually already dropped out on this side of the barrel. And then we've got our heaters in here just to keep them nice and safe and out of the way. And then we've got our 2-inch fitting, which comes through the side of this barrel and then sort of cascades waterfall style into my biologic media barrel. I put a little screen on here just to eliminate some of the splashing, and I might adjust the fittings on this a little bit, but essentially all of the water from this barrel, once it gets through that Metallo filter media, comes through this fitting and spills into this barrel itself. And once the water is in this barrel, this is our K1 Micro. It's our biologic filter media. As you can see, it's a little discolored, which is great. That means it's packed with our beneficial bacteria. And you can see that with enough aeration, this stuff moves really fast. And that's exactly what we want. There is one little dead spot over here, but I'm actually going to modify that. This was an old design, which is sort of just a 2-inch standpipe. And I think what I'm going to do is modify this so that there's a little bit more breathing room around here. Something that separates the media from the turtle tank with some sort of netting material, but just more space, more breathing room so that more of that water can get through here and into the turtle tank. So we do have a couple big bubble wands down here. Actually, I think this one is a disc. I'll see if I can pull it up here for you. It's like a 3 or 4-inch disc, and that is being fed through my air system. And you can see I've got quite a large air valve up there. But if you just have the regular size valves, you can put 2 or 3 of them in, and that works just the same. So a lot of aeration in there, keeps all of these K1 Micro wagon wheels kind of running into each other and self-cleaning. One other thing that I might add to this system somewhere is some polishing pad, whether it's a like a micron sock or you know, maybe a blue bonded filter pad up there somewhere. Something to take the really fine particles out of the water, because I did notice that some of the fine particles are still in suspension, and I do want to remove those as well, just to keep the water a little bit clear. So anyways, from there, the water spills out over here and through our fun little slide again, and then into the tank itself. Again, I just have a piece of cloth here which is zip tied in place, which is keeping the splashing and the noise down a little bit as it enters this this part of the system. And obviously this is where all of the fish and the turtles live and whatnot, and they're pretty happy and pretty excited about my filter as well. So anyways guys, that's the system. As you can see, it's running a little fast. We've got quite a lot of flow going in here, and I might end up turning that down a little bit just so that we can sort of dial in that swirl filter. But if you have two 55-gallon barrels and you've got a large koi pond or like a 300-gallon Rubbermaid tub like this, this is the sort of system that I would recommend, is doing some sort of mechanical filtration barrel, some sort of biologic filtration barrel, and using a submersible pump. So that's the system that I have designed. I know there are quite a few elbows in this system, but honestly this pump is a little big for what I need, and slowing that water down a little bit is actually a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. So anyways guys, that's the system. Hope you enjoyed the walkthrough. Hope it all made sense. If you have any ideas on how I could improve it in the future, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later.